Hi, I'm MB Nirmal, founder Exnora Innovators International. My most important premonitions, number one, I've been getting premonitions throughout my life, all for good. This made me what I am today. I'm releasing hundreds of my premonitions, which will change the world for good. The first premonition is what happened in Triplicate and Chepak some 3 decades ago. I'm going to share with you oneness against divisiveness. People keep dividing, so I've been working overtime to bring oneness, prevent man-made disasters. My goal has been a premonition. It's a warning that comes in advance or a feeling that something is going to happen. The 7 sense training we teach how you can provide inputs to your brain and thinking system so that you can get premonitions. In fact, premonitions we think it's an accident or coincidence. No, it comes automatically. Extra Nirmal Boss, blessed to transform the world for good, happily presents. So this one I took it from the social media, issued in public interest. People are losing friends over political and religious ideologies. Just remember, whenever you are in need or want support, you will need friends and not government. I'll add one more thing. They say friends, also your neighbors. I have hundreds of incidents where the neighbors came to the rescue of people who were in great danger. So this remember, and the best thing is, rule number 1, make your neighbor your friend. If it's not possible, never make him your enemy. He will never come when there is a problem. An eye for an eye will only make the world blind, Mahatma Gandhi said. Non-violence, the summit of bravery. Again, I'm a Gandhian. Stop preaching and start doing. The world will be blessed by one's counter at least. This is my own quote. I think best of my inner conscience, I would say that I preach only what I do. From 1989 to 1992, the members of Civic Exnora chapters, now we renamed it as Residence Welfare Association Exnora. Besides keeping their areas clean and green, we're promoting communal harmony and oneness as per the organization agenda. For 2 reasons, we want peace and calm. Number 2, Exnora service of keeping clean and green needed the cooperation of everybody. Every street in Triplicate and Chepak areas where most of the population belong to Hinduism and Islam, and of course Christians too, had a temple of temples with pictures of Hindu gods, Jesus, and a mosque adorning the walls. There will be a weekly all-religious prayer in many of the streets of Hindus, Muslims, Christians, visiting Chepak and Triplicate areas. Each street had a single place of worship for all faiths, Hinduism, Christianity, and Islam, created by the respective residents welfare association Exnora. From 1990 to 93, the Temple of Temples was only a wall art. Not only streets became clean, it brought oneness among the residents belonging to Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, and Triplicate and Chepak areas. And Exnora, we also promote patriotism, love your nation, is the first slogan. So every state will have a India map and flag is important, and door number also will be written there in our national map. So, and you see, these are the dirty areas. Almost all the streets, corners were urinals. We all converted is like this, a temple of temple wall art, and a garden also, nice street garden there. And here you see a mosque. How do you think that our Muslim brothers will go and offer worship? So again, be made so nice. And then you see a church. This church is Swamipalli Street. The resident of Swamipalli Street, should appreciate them. They made the road in front of the church, this road was called originally as Urinal Road, not Swamipalli Street, but they made it so beautiful. You can see people holding their nose when they cross the road. The picture on top, you can see urinal. And then this is a path to a mosque which has been cleaned and made green. So this is all the before and after people's participation. You can see mostly Lord Muruga or Ganesh. Ganesh will be there mostly, and for Christians, Jesus or Mother Mary, and a Dargah, a mosque will be there. So you can see this road as a beautiful India national map and the flag and everything. And there is another road before and after, and one of my quotes that the parents, they do so many things for your children, you give them education, and you make them have a good character, and you save money and give them education and all. But ultimately, there's no good air to breathe or water to drink. What they will do? So you should also protect the environment. This is a slogan which we wrote. This is where the great Saint Thulu was born. The street just next to his temple. You can see how this Ulluvar temple, how the road corner was and how it became. Is another road. You can see Mahatma Gandhi in almost all street India's flag. Okay, and then before and after Perambur and a slum area. Mosque. So this mosque is a very important event because it's done mostly by Hindus. So we also, though the Muslims could have themselves done, we made Hindus to do. That's how we promote oneness and cement that relationship. Actually, all these oneness meetings, prayers were done under the leadership of our great Prince of Arcot. I salute him. I want to say Assalamu alaikum. Dr. Arivuli. I want to tell him Om Namah Shivaya Namaga. Then Archbishop Kashmir Jnanadikam, SJ. Praise the Lord. I want to say this is my photo. And we four were oneness champion, oneness team going. We conducted a number of meetings to see that people stay united. Following that all faiths meeting, a number of communal harmony events were organized by Exnora. And here you can see a Christian, Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Jain, Buddhist, Muslim, Christian. All of them say that we, the Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and Muslims release these pigeons, symbolizing peace and harmony, to stand up for total freedom, the deadly evil of communalism. Humanity faces several problems, global and local, from the drastic causes of climate change, natural calamities, and environmental pollution, to poverty, illiteracy, unemployment, water and food scarcity, price rise, dreaded diseases like now you can add corona and many other deadly threats. And these who are the unnecessary fights that we carry on between ourselves in the name of caste, color, religion, region, language, and race. We cannot remain divided anymore. Let us not fight amongst ourselves. We lose our focus, our peace, and our lives. Let us forget. Let us together create a caring and sharing community. We join hands and vow to work for the collective mission, common cause, and fight against the common enemies of humankind. So this is what you can see. This is one of the oaths we take regularly. All the faiths are there, in fact. And this you can see in 99, about it's about 30 years, 24 years back. How I looked there, you can see I flagged off this procession. This historical community exercise, one of the main reasons why we do, I told you that oneness is important, but this is important. One incident took place that prompted us to do. Suppose your house is fire prone, what will you do? You will have a fire extinguisher. That's what we did. Triplicate Chepak has been having Hindu and Muslim population that they have been living peacefully with mutual respect and love. But 1990 saw an earthquake of communal clashes at the place, and the Hindu-Muslim residents of Triplicate Chepak, they were no party to the communal clashes. They were no party to this. On September 2, 1990, a procession completely off for and by outsiders, and they are not. No one is from Triplicate or Chepak, all belonging to ultra-extreme religious organization. Stopped outside the Triplicate big mosque, made noise during the prayer time. Actually, I'll tell you, these ultra-extreme religious organizations, they belong to Hindus. They went on a Lord Ganesh procession, Vinaya Chavithi procession. Anti-social elements who were part of this procession attacked and looted those shops of Muslims of the local area. The Hindu and Christian neighbors, the Muslims, felt sad and regretted for the incidents. Not only they went to the rescue, they also offered generous help. Actually, what happened, because we had Exnora, this oneness was there and they all helped. I loved it because I'm a true Hindu. My grandfather had told me as young that Hinduism is best for its tolerance and respecting other faiths. At the time, Hinduism was non-political. That's an important reason. Most importantly, Exnora was uniting people over several civic and environmental issues and relations of clean and green roads by sheer unity and participation of the people. Always have the view, India's unity begins with unity in a street or flat complex. We did it. So we have many anecdotes where how people have become one within the flat complex and a residential colony or a street. But what happened after the communal clashes, a few newspapers carried the following as headlines: communal clashes in Triplicate and Chepak. And they said Muslims and Hindus fought. So residents, ex-Muslims belong to all the three religions, felt that they should be shown, why should they be shown in bad light when they live in peace in their place where heaven of communal harmony. So outsiders were responsible was their anguish. Against above projects, state corner temple of which became viral, implemented in 37 roads. So the incident I told you, actually what happened was the procession went, it had about 3,000 people, and a slipper fell on the procession, and then it was a free for all. I want to say that. Anti-Israel elements which are part of this procession attacked and looted the houses and shops of Muslims locally. Later in 1991, Exora conducted an inquiry, found that nobody is namaz through this footwear. The Muslims at the time who came to offer namaz were about 30. They said they did not do it. They are not against Hindus. Even an anti-Hindu Muslim would not have ventured to do it. We understand and appreciate. 30 against 3,000. They said there are 3,000 people. We are only 30 at the time offering namaz. We even identified the names and the people who were there. Actually, it was a miscreant from the, what you call, the large procession. See, what you have to notice here, there are so many roads to go to beach. In fact, whether you can, now today we talk about Swachh Bharat and all. Swachh Bharat also includes Swachh Samudra, okay? You can't go and pollute it there. And but you do that. When you do that, what is the path you choose? There are so many roads. Why should you select a road where there's a replicant mosque? It's a very old, I think it must be old, about 150 to 180 years. And people have been doing namaz there. So there's another paper called Economic and Political Weekly. They also carried an article. It was similar to Exnora. Exnora was apolitical, that's all the difference. This is a procession. Normally you see with Lord Ganesh procession. Actually, Exnora, I'm a Hindu. So we celebrate Vinayaka Chaturthi, not in all Hindu festivals. We use it an occasion to unite. We invite other faiths, Christian and Muslims. In fact, our Navaratri Gulu was twice participated by Prince of Arcot himself. So the point is we are integrating them and we do this. And that's how we should be there. And we hold them lunch or dinner during Vinayaka Chaturthi. Which one is a better way? Tell me, please. So this is a person who was addressing, creating the rift of divide and rule. And so when this happened, in many roads I told you the Muslims attacked. You must appreciate the Christians, Hindus of those areas. They called them night guard, G-U-R-D. They guarded the streets. They went to the Lati, went round and found and ensured no outsider culprit enters and attacks the Muslims. So the meetings all took place. Incidentally, Hindu high school. It's a very old, famous school. We had 74 branches. Why I say we had, but subsequently these branches were wound up. Another reason, no fault of us, but I'll tell you later, not now. So this we kept and met. We had a communal harmony meeting, oneness prayer and all. And that's why I was presented with a fire extinguisher. Before I take leave, I told about Prince of Arcot, another Muslim friend, a great person. And I can tell you about 12 IAS officers' name. Any time, even midnight, if you wake me up, I can tell their name. They were sincere, honest, and they were never communal. As a matter of fact, they showed respect to Hindu religion. That's through Abul Hasan IAS sir. Assalamu alaikum. I want to say Assalamu alaikum. Abul Hasan, please try to call him and say big thanks. He was my motivator. It's the end of the talk. I hope you all now know that we have more disasters. The climate change causing disasters every day. We have landslides, we have forest fires, we have flash floods, earthquakes, everything is happening. Other side, virus taking different form. Now we should turn our attention towards the common enemies of humankind, not humankind, other living species, in the fighting between ourselves. So this is a message. I told you about premonition. Following the premonition, we promoted communal harmony. Later you will see there's another premonition, Babri Masjid, and what happened, you will be really wonderstruck. And this is the gift of the Almighty. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go and click the bell icon to get regular updates from our channel. In case you have missed any videos, please visit the channel page by clicking the channel icon.